What's up, guys? Welcome to the vlog. Today we're going to be going into the behind the scenes for the Mayans MC TV show shoot that we went. I got a bunch of behind the scenes shots. We're going to go into speculations for this season. This was my first time actually going and seeing a TV show be filmed, and it was absolutely awesome being able to see all of that and how they actually do it. I was also really excited that I got to meet Easy, the main star of Mayans MC. I wish I could have met more characters, but he was the only one there that day. But it was still really badass, and I'm so happy I went. So for those of you guys who don't know what Mayans MC is and don't know what Sons of Anarchy is and don't know how they tie together and everything, I'm going to be telling you guys all about Sons of Anarchy today and Mayans. Although if you guys haven't seen the series yet, spoiler alert, there's going to be a lot of shit in here that you guys are not going to want to know, but I think you guys will really like the video if you guys are caught up. I'm going to show you guys what I filmed while I was there, and I'm going to give some commentary on top of it. Just a warning, this video is very graphic. There's a lot of death scenes in the series, so if you guys don't like stuff like that, you guys should probably click off. So without further ado, let's get into it.
I'm getting released. There's nothing you can do to stop that. I'll find out who you are and where you live. And then I'm gonna kill you.
Nigga, this is what that jungle do.
Sons of Anarchy was a TV show that came out in 2008. It was written and directed by Kurt Sutter. It told the story of an underground biker gang, but beyond that, it told the story of loyalty, brotherhood, and doing whatever it took to make sure that your family and the ones you care about are safe, sometimes by whatever means necessary. The main character, Jax Teller, was born and raised into the club. His father started the MC when he got back from Vietnam. It began as just a bunch of friends riding bikes, a passion amongst brothers, but it eventually grew into something that they didn't expect, and something they could no longer control. Jax's father dies while he's still just a young kid. He later finds out that his stepfather Clay is behind the death of his father. The majority of the club's income comes from selling guns, which most of the time leads to problems with their suppliers or their clients, and stuff ends up getting bloody.
This is what that jungle do. Started what I started. Anybody want a problem? This is my shit. Tell them if they want a problem. I'm from High Bridge. Got a nigga with a shotgun up in my way. Making bitches go.
The show lasted 7 long seasons and told one of the greatest stories to have ever hit the TV screen. They lost so many different friends and family that it left them broken and destroyed. Jax tried fixing the club and turning it back into what it was originally supposed to be, but it was so far gone that he was never able to get there. He was still able to achieve a lot, from mending fences to building alliances to exacting revenge on the people that did him and his brothers wrong. Jax starts moving the club away from selling guns and into the line of legal business, which ends up starting a war between him and the IRA, who supply the weapons to them. Without the Sons, the IRA's entire gun enterprise would take a huge hit, and they would lose out on millions of dollars, which they couldn't just let the Sons walk away from.
Nigga, so it's fault, niggas, it's just sauce, nigga. Nigga, this is what that jungle do. Nigga, this is what that
By the end of the show, just about every character that you had grown to love ended up dying a brutal and tragic death.
That jungle turned me to a monster. That jungle made me go harder.
By the end of the series, Jax is able to make a peace agreement with a club called the Mayans, which is their rivals. This will later evolve into the series Mayans MC, which is what today's episode is about.
Jungle turned me to a monster. Nigga, this is what that jungle do. Nigga, this is what the jungle do.
So at the end of Sons of Anarchy, they made a truce with their enemies, the Mayans. These were their arch rivals. They had been going at it for like 20 years. The Sons don't like drugs, and they don't like it in their town. So they're constantly going after meth dealers, coke suppliers, even pharmaceuticals. So because of this truce, they end up keeping drugs out of their town, and they end up getting mutual terms. They're both happy, they both have their own territories, and everything pretty much worked out for both sides. So after Sons of Anarchy ends, the truce still held at least 2 years until the start of Mayans MC. And it's still holding pretty strong so far. Although this show is a spin-off, I don't really consider it so just because it has such a different feel to it It's got a whole different cultural vibe to it. Yes, it has motorcycles. You really get to see how each club has its own way of doing things. And for those of you guys who don't know what Mayans MC is, or at least haven't seen trailers, I'm going to be doing a whole montage right now, just like I just did.
Good to see you, son. Travel safe.
Yo, tengo Calderón.
What the fuck are you grinning about?
No reason.
Los bandoleros.
The Mayans MC tells the story of a Mexican motorcycle gang. Much like the Sons of Anarchy, they make a lot of their money off of illegal enterprise, but instead of guns, they focus on drugs. They have a connection to the cartel and run much of their supply for them. Their territory is mainly in Southern California, but they do have charters in other states, much like Sons of Anarchy. The show has a very rich Chicano heritage, and you can feel the culture in almost every episode. Many times throughout the series, they will flash back to a specific day in Easy's childhood when he is at a Dia de los Muertos festival. The show also touches on human trafficking, border crossing, and many of the realities that the Mexican people have to face. The main character, Easy Reyes, has a complicated past. He goes after the person that shot his mother, and while he's chasing them down, he accidentally turns and shoots a cop by mistake. Because of this, he ended up going to prison, and he was facing life in jail, while his brother Angel was out joining the Mayans MC and putting in work. The biggest pet peeve that I have with this show is how he ends up getting out of jail. He ends up becoming an informant for the police, and basically ends up becoming a rat. They offer him his freedom in exchange for him going undercover in his brother's motorcycle club, where he later sells their secrets to the feds. At first, Easy does it just to get his life back, but over time he becomes more comfortable and feels home in the club. He ends up realizing that the small group of loyal friends is everything that he's been looking for his whole life. This causes him to have conflicting emotions about helping the feds. He ends up telling his brother Angel, who lashes out against him, but later they end up working together to figure out a way to get him out of this deal and him still be out. Easy begins getting more accepted by the club and eventually works his way to becoming a full patch member.
We did some very bad things. Some very bad people. Jesus. Done everything in my power to keep myself and my family from that life. Don't fuck with my family.
Fuck no. You didn't get a courtesy call. You're riding through our territory. Since when?
We're on the state highway, man.
Not anymore.
Just getting gas and smokes.
Don't bother lighting that. You're not staying.
Why don't you get back on your cholo chops and get out of here? And next time, make the call. You poser fucking douchebags. You guys watch some bullshit TV show and think a vest and two wheels makes you a club. You don't know. Shut the fuck up. Jesus, man, you guys are an embarrassment. Now go climb in your homocycles and get the fuck out of here.
So for this last scene, I thought I should have to give commentary on it. Basically, the Sons of Anarchy was the very first TV show that was like this, that gave essence to the biker lifestyle. From there, all of these spin-off shows, from Outlaw Biker to Riverdale, and all that ended up leading up to the show called Biker Boys. And what it was kind of like this knockoff Sons of Anarchy. And what they tried doing was popularizing these little plastic toy bikes. And you basically had all these people banding together and trying to act hard, but then going out there and getting checked by people who were actually in real MCs. And even nowadays, it's become this war between Harleys and street bikes. Even if you ride a Harley, you will get checked if you don't follow the right protocol in the biker world. If you go to a gas station and you get approached by a club because you're wearing a California patch and you do not have permission to be wearing that California patch, you will probably get beat the fuck up. If you are rocking a club patch, you will get beat the fuck up if you are by yourself. So everybody started claiming these territories that weren't really theirs, and you really gotta go to organizations like the Hells Angels and ask for permission. Can I wear that? Yes. Tell them so and so told you it was okay. So you got to go through the proper channels. And I'm not even an expert in this, but I have looked up enough about it to know at least this much. So you had all these wannabes rolling around on their little electric bike, trying to act hard with people, even though they were in a whole bodysuit. And they were messing with people who had been doing this for 30 years and who were not new to this. These weren't people who watched Sons of Anarchy and then decided to start riding motorcycles. These were people that have been ingrained in this for a while. So the issue was these people really weren't built for this culture. They wanted to be these tough guys, but they weren't real outlaws, and they didn't know what it took to actually be that guy. So if you know enough about the motorcycle culture, I hope you at least found that funny, because honestly, that was the most hilarious part of the entire series, in my opinion. So getting into the video, I'm going to show behind the scenes of when I was walking around, a lot of the different stuff that I saw while I was there, along with a little short speech from the director, because I did get close enough to sneak some footage before I got kicked out. So you guys will see some of that right now. And then at the end of this, you'll see Easy Reyes himself. I got a picture with him and it made the day. So let's get into it.
Santa Paula PD, everyone please.
So the director gave a little speech basically thanking everybody for the day before and all the work they did, all the support that they had, as well as letting people know about the different COVID precautions they were having. There's these two army guys right here who play a role in Mayans MC. They're basically actors, and they also had these border patrol vans that they moved into place later. There's those white Tahoes with the green stripe down the side. I'll be showing more of that later. I'm not sure why exactly the army guys as well as the border patrol are by Easy's dad's meat market, but I'm sure it plays an important role.
Okay. You've got to be past their video trucks.
Okay. So this is the first time of the day that we saw Easy. He was coming out of a shop on the left-hand side and walking across the street with a girl. She said later her name was Gabby and mentioned a couple different episodes where you would see her in season 2, but I'm not exactly sure who her character is. I think she might be Coco's daughter's friend.
Guys, you're in the street. There's cars. Get out of the street. Other side.
Other side? Yeah. So they moved us all to the other side of the street because we were in the way of the shot. Right here you can see that white Tahoe with that green stripe. They started moving the border patrol vans in and then slowly started bringing in military vehicles and other vehicles until everything else was set up for the shot. Everybody got excited because they heard motorcycles for the first time of the day. They thought it was characters from the show, but once they turned the corner, I was able to see that it was the Outlaw MC, the Mongols, which is the Hells Angels rivals. I was there from 3 o'clock all the way until 11 o'clock at night, and finally, Easy showed up. Alright guys, that's today's vlog. If you guys liked it, please like the video and subscribe. If you guys have any ideas for future videos, leave a comment below. If you guys wanted to see the montages without me talking in them, I'm going to put those up as well for you guys to check out, as well as a different song for the Sons of Anarchy one. I have a different one that I used, but I went with this one in the long run. So I hope you guys like those as well. We also have huge news coming up with the website. I'm going to be dropping jewelry on the website, and to announce the jewelry drop, I'm going to be announcing a giveaway. I'm going to be having more information soon, so stay tuned to get info. I'll see you guys next time.